guys, I hope you guys are doing well. Today I'm back with another speed build once again, and as you can see, I haven't done a speed build in quite a while, and that's because I had a lot of technical issues with my laptop. But now I have a new computer, and I'm pretty happy because it works very well. So I'll be able to make videos quite a lot in the next couple of weeks. And yeah, so I'm pretty excited to show you guys this build. I just finished it like a couple of hours ago, so I decided to edit it and do the voiceover right away so you guys could have some videos ready right now. So this is a foster family home. I think it's on a 40 by 30 in Willow Creek. So it's called Brooks Bungalow, I think. There used to be a house here, so I kind of renovated it and made this home. It has, I think, 5 bedrooms. I want to say, I'm not quite sure, maybe 4, and 2 bathrooms. So this is for a family of 8. They have 6 kids and 2 parents. There's no pets in this home, but you could, of course, not put a baby in this house because there's room for a baby. So you could probably put a dog or a cat instead. But yeah, that's up to you. So I used a lot of brown tones for this house, especially in the exterior. The interior is a bit more white and gray. You're going to see that a bit later. But for the moment, I'm going to choose a couple of colors. So as you can see in the front, I kind of made this wall that was to choose the different colors that I want to put on this house. So yeah, I really like how it turned out, the exterior. I'm pretty proud of it because I haven't done that good of a house in a little while. And I really missed making videos when I didn't have my computer. So I'm really happy to be back at making some videos. And by the way, you can go and check my Instagram account for this channel. It's going to be right down below in the description box, so you can go and check that out. But the exterior, I think, is a bit of a modern suburban house. It's not 100% modern, but there's a bit of the parts that are a bit modern. But yeah, so I use a lot of stuff from the debug menu as well, quite a bit of plants, and I used a lot of the windows from either Parenthood, Base Game, Seasons. I really like that combination of windows in the Sims. They really look nice together. And yeah, so there's also this open room in the back, which will be the dining room. You'll see a bit later. And yeah, I wanted the door to be centered between those 2 poles, so I had to kind of use the new update to do that. And you'll see a bit later, there'll be a little bug with the roof. And I think I worked it out with the placement of the rooms and everything. So you're gonna see that a bit later. So I apologize for that in advance. But I used these blinds to make I don't know what they're called though, but the little things that open the window or anything. So I really thought that was cute, and yeah, it fits the house pretty nicely. I had a bit of a struggle to choose the windows right there on that part of the house, but I do think they look very nice in the end. So this is the little bug that I was talking about. You see there's the roof. I don't know what that's called either, but it kind of went inside of the house, so that was kind of a little bug and I don't really like it, so I made sure to work that out before the house was ready for you guys. And I didn't upload it to the gallery yet. I'm gonna wait until I post this video. So my gallery username is GASOLI79. So yeah, it's gonna be in the description box as usual, but I just want to mention it before. So this is the open room I was talking about. I really like that room. It's very bright in the inside, especially with the open roof, or the glass roof, I should say. And yeah, it's really spacious, and I love the lights and everything. So you're gonna see that very soon. And I really like the placement of the windows, especially like in the front of the house. So I hope you guys will like it as well. And by the way, I did get a new microphone, so that maybe you guys are going to see the difference with the sound. But yeah, so you can see the windows are pretty much coming together. I'm almost done with them. And then I believe we're going to go and start the landscaping. And I did put a lot of lights on the exterior of the house so that when it's darker outside, it's going to be way more, like, I want to say comfortable for your Sims when it's going to be late. And I did make this new little idea that I had the other day. It's a little seating area in the back of, well, not in the back, but on the side of the house, right underneath a tree. So I hope you guys will like that. I really like how it turned out, and I didn't really do that before. It's kind of a dining area, but it's on the front of the house. You're gonna see that later. And I really like how it turns out. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna do that more often now. But the back of the house, well, the backyard is very spacious. There's a lot of activities for your Sims. There's a pool, a whole bunch of toys for the kids. Um, and yeah, so I'm just gonna start talking about the family so you guys can understand who they are and everything. So basically, there's the father. I believe his name is Casey. Wait, I have a paper right here. So his name is Casey Hardrock. He's gonna be in my save file. Probably, well, the whole family is gonna be. So he's a stay-at-home dad. He's family oriented, clumsy, and good. Um, so yeah, he was married in a previous marriage, and he had a daughter with, well, his past wife. I probably think that she passed away or something. Maybe they just divorced and she left, but I pretty much thought she probably passed away. And then a bit later on, he met his new wife, Angela Hardrock. She's an online yoga instructor. I kind of had this idea. I'm probably gonna make her a freelance artist or something. And I'm gonna make her probably, well, I made this whole studio in her bedroom. You're gonna see that later. But yeah, I really like that. And she's active, family oriented. And for the last trait, I don't really know what I'm gonna put yet, but I'm gonna see something that has to do maybe with her job or her family. I don't know. I'm gonna see. Um, and then the father's biological daughter. Her name is what's her name? I think it's Mary Ann because I didn't write it here, but I believe her name is Mary Ann. Yeah. Okay, wait. It's written right here. Okay, so she's a teenager. I probably thought she was about 17, so she's almost done with high school. So I know she wants to go at university. I don't know which one. Probably I knowing her style, I think she'd go to um, Brightchester University. So, yeah. And she is a loner and a bookworm, so she really likes being in her own little corner. And since her mom probably passed away, she doesn't really want Angela to be her mother, but she loves all of her other siblings. Um, yeah, so after that, Casey and Angela adopted two kids. They are twins. They're both teenagers. So the first teen, her name is Aurora. She is good and outgoing. So I thought she was probably in a cheerleader squad. Um, well, she's really, I wouldn't say popular, but she loves doing a lot of activities at her school and help with the community. So that's my idea for her. And then her twin brother, his name is Jackson. He is a bro and active. So he is probably in some sort of wrestling team or football team. I don't know, but I know he loves hanging out with his friends or something like that. Um, that's my idea for him. And then they just brought in their home a new girl. Her name is Holly James. They did not adopt her yet because, like I said, she just arrived in their home. So her name is Holly James. She's a teenager as well. She is hot-headed and a loner. So I think that she never really trusts anyone because, well, she never really had a real family of her own. I think her parents probably lost custody of her, and well, she ended up in a couple of foster homes. Oh, and before I continue, I just want to say this is a little seating area I was talking about. And yeah, so just wanted to say, and they can eat there and everything. So yeah. But back to the characters or the family. So yeah, Holly was probably taken away from her family or something like that. But yeah, so she doesn't really trust a lot of people. So yeah, but I think the family plans on adopting her as well as the two other kids I'm going to talk about. But yeah, so then we have their other foster son, Thomas Fieldsman. He's a kid, so I say he's probably around 10 or something like that. And I think that he and his younger sibling lost their parents probably in a plane crash. That's kind of my idea I had. And this is their first foster family, and I believe they're gonna adopt him and his sibling as well. And yeah, he's basically just a good-hearted child. He loves helping the community as well, and yeah, he has a lot of friends, and he's just basically a kid. And then he has his sister. Her name is well, I don't know if her name is actually gonna be Lily, but I'm really gonna see. I want something around that name, Lily, or like a flower name or something. I don't know. But since she's a baby, she doesn't have any traits. But yeah, so she was basically, I'd say, 6 months when she lost her parents, and now she's about to be 2, so I'd say she's around the age of being a toddler. But yeah, so for the moment, she's a baby. And yeah, that's pretty much it for the family. And like I said, they're probably going to adopt all 3 of the kids that are not adopted. So they have 1 biological daughter, 2 adopted kids, and 3 foster kids. So I think this is a very cute family. I really love them already. I didn't create them yet, so I'm thinking of maybe making a video while I create them. So I'm gonna see about that. Comment down below if you would like that. But yeah, so this is one of the porches on the front of the house. Well, there's basically only one on the front of the house, but there's also one on the side of the house. And this one, I just made a cute little seating area where I thought the family probably went and read in the morning or whenever they wanted. And I basically put this little basket with a couple of books in it, and I really think it's very cute. So I hope you guys like it as well. And then this right here is the other little porch that I was talking about. I'm just going to put this little chess table. And yeah, that's pretty much what I left right there. And then this is the fence that I'm going to use throughout the backyard. So yeah. Either way, like I said, in the backyard, there's a lot of activities. There's a pool and a couple of games for the kids. So there's monkey bars, and I also put a toddler pool, probably for the baby when she's gonna get older. And throughout the house, even in the front and in the back, I used this little path rocks. It's just terrain paint. So yeah, I use it a lot in the backyard and everything. And for the pool, I made it into this shape. I wanted it to be a bit more original than just a rectangular pool as you usually do. And right now I'm just gonna go and add a couple of I forget what I was supposed to say, but I mean a couple of lamps on the wall and in the plants as well. I already put a couple of them around the dining area in the front, but I just wanted to put a couple of them around the house as well. So I had a bit of trouble doing that because with all the trees, it kind of blocked the way to do so, and I had a bit of difficulty, but I think it turned out very nice. And I just put a couple of lamps in the pool as well, so if your Sims want to go in the pool at nighttime, well, they can do so and see where they're going. So in this area, I kind of made a little gardening area as well as landscaping, not here, but in the where I was just a couple of seconds before, just right here. So I added 3 little gardening baskets. What are they called? I don't really know, but just 3 of these, and behind I'm just gonna add a bit of plants as landscaping, and this little fountain that just, well, it's not really a fountain, it's just like a pool of water. I don't know what really to call it, but yeah. So for the landscaping around the house, I really didn't use too much flowers, as you can see. I usually used a lot of greens and a bit of like white flowers. I wanted it to be very lush, and I think I succeeded very nicely. So yeah. And I also wanted to say I added a couple of gardening what are they called? Oh my god, I forget. But you know what, you have to purchase seeds. Sorry. But just I put a couple of seeds underneath the gardening baskets or whatever they're called, which I usually do when I build. So if you want to play with the houses, you just go in build mode and just take off the gardening basket, and then there's going to be a couple of seeds underneath, so you don't have to purchase them and everything. I always think it's kind of long, and I'm pretty lazy, so I don't really do so. But yeah, so I just added a couple of activities again, like I said. This is where the toddler pool will be. I did playtest everything in the backyard except for the monkey bars, so I'm gonna have to check those out. I might move them around or something, but for the moment, everything else works in the backyard. Well, there's a couple of things that you can't access, like what can I say? Like these. Oh my god, I don't really know. But this little basket, where you can add some water balloons. I'm not sure if you can actually, if your Sims can go there, but either way, I think this backyard looks very nice. And the little text bar that you saw in the top left hand side of the screen a couple of seconds ago. It's basically every time I open my game, because of the reshade preset I use, it kind of does that. I don't know why, but I forgot to take that little text bar off. But yeah, I hope it doesn't bother you guys too much. But either way, I'm pretty much done with the landscaping, and I know I keep saying either way, I don't know why, sorry. But I had to add a couple of cheats once again, because every time I close the game, you know, you have to add the cheats once you get back into the game. So yeah, I had to do that. So I think that right now we're gonna go do the floor plan because we're pretty much done. I'm just going to add a couple more plans, and I think I'm just going to go through the debug menu a couple of times just to check if I have any new objects that I want to add into the backyard. And this is just the door that I changed because the door kind of merged with the staircase or the railing, whatever. But yeah, so I'm pretty sure your Sims can pass through that door because I did add these plans. I don't know if it blocks it. I'm gonna have to check that out either way. I'm sorry, I just said it again. Ignore that. But yeah, so in this little area, there won't be anything. I thought about doing an attic with the ladders that we have, but I didn't really know where to put the ladder. So I just decided to add these little lamps so that in the exterior of the house, when you look up there, it doesn't just bug the windows or lag, whatever. So yeah, I made sure to add those to make the house look a bit more realistic. So the floor plan came together surprisingly quickly. I did have a bit of trouble again with the roof, but yeah, the floor plan came together quickly. I did have a bit of trouble sometimes downstairs with where the windows were placed and everything. But I think it turned out very nice. Yeah, that's pretty much it for the downstairs area. And then right here, I did have a bit of trouble too with the stairs where they were placed and everything. And you can see that the roof is still a bit laggy, but I'm gonna make it work, I think. But yeah, so this is pretty much it for the floor plan. I think that after that, we're gonna go make the, I want to say the kitchen. No, it's the entrance area. So yeah, and when you see the little text in the top left hand side of the screen, it's every time I kind of make a new clip when I start recording because I don't build a house all in one clip. It's just too long. I think this house took me I want to say I saw it a couple of hours ago because before I kind of sped up the video, I can see how much time it is. I think it was around 3 hours and 20 minutes. But yeah, so I speed my videos up 6 times faster usually. So and I don't know what other YouTubers, well, simmers, whatever, put their videos at, but I personally put it pretty fast because I think it just gets too long at some point when they're not that fast. But yeah, so I just added these little thingies, I don't know what they're called, on top of the poles, I guess, or whatever they're called. And I think that really adds a whole bunch of personality to the house. I really like it. And that's pretty much it for the floor plan. I know I kept saying that. I just said that like 2 minutes ago, but it wasn't completely done. But yeah, so on the first floor, I believe there's one bedroom. And then on the second floor, there's 3. So like I said there were 5 earlier because surprisingly enough, when I built this house, for the first time, well, I actually tried to build this house, I want to say 4 times. I'm not sure because I did try to build it a couple of times, and it didn't always work. I didn't like it turned out or anything. So I changed it quite a bit of times, but I'm really happy with this one. I like the shape and the exterior, the interior, like the style of it and everything. So I hope you guys will like it as well. I've worked pretty hard on it, and yeah, I like how it looks at the end. But yeah, so I just put this little carpet. I've seen this trick on a couple of channels where they just separate both of the carpets so that it looks like they're kind of connected or anything. So yeah, I think that looks pretty nice. I just added some clutter on the entrance area as I usually do, so just a couple of coat racks, some backpacks, just some clutter, and just a little coffee table or a hallway table. I don't really know the difference, but I do think this really looks nice and clean at the end. And talking about clean, I didn't want this house to be too cluttered because I imagined, since both of the parents, well, the dad works, well, the dad doesn't work. He's basically a stay-at-home dad. Um, and the mom, while she works from home, she basically makes videos like I mentioned. So she's an online yoga instructor, or maybe she just does some sort of Zoom calls. But yeah, so that's kind of my idea for her. And I think she's pretty successful, so that's why they have a pretty decent sized home, um, without the dad working too. And I made this special kind of flooring, and I'm so happy with it. It just adds quite a lot of personality, and I'm really happy with how it turned out. I wanted it to be different from the usual flooring that I usually put. Um, and here I just added this little flower, what is it called? Well, just this little trash can with this flower pot, I want to say. I'm not sure if that's what it's called, but just these flowers, I'm gonna say. And then this is a piano, as you can see. I just wanted to add something to make it look less blank and just like it didn't have anything in this house. And I just put these two little toy baskets, and I really like how it turned out. Your Sims can go and access the first one, but not the one on the top, so I hope that doesn't bother you guys too much. I just like the way it looks with two of them. But yeah, so I just added this carpet from, I believe, Vampires, but I'm not sure. I really like how it looks. And then this is the kitchen area. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna go and do that after. Oh no, I'm actually gonna do the living room. Had a bit of trouble with the floor plan. I wanted to make these two little things, but they didn't look symmetrical because there was kind of a little space with the other part. I don't know what I'm saying. I don't think you guys understand, but I understand myself. Though, whatever. Um, but yeah, so this is a pretty weird shape of a living room. I don't know if you guys like it, but I do think at the end I managed to work out this space, and I think it looks pretty nice. I added a TV. It's pretty small. I don't know if you guys will like it, but I have been using a lot of small TVs because when there's just too big of TVs, I don't think it's very realistic. Well, a lot of families have like wall-mounted TVs, but a lot of families also have smaller table TVs. I don't know if you guys understand what I mean, but not TVs on the wall. And anyways, you can't put one on the wall because there's windows everywhere in this room. So yeah, and I used this little sofa, yeah, sofa from Cats and Dogs, and I made this kind of chair where they can put their feet. I just put one on top of the other one, and it kind of makes it a bit taller because I didn't really like how it looks before. Oh, and I put this little music thing. It's pretty old, and yeah, I really liked how it looks. It really adds a lot of style to this room. It's from Get Famous, and yeah, and I added a lot of candles here. That are from Eco Lifestyle, the new pack, if you guys didn't know. But yeah, so I really like these. Look at how they look. I really like the style of them. And yeah, so after that, I believe I'm gonna add a plant, a carpet. Oh yeah, I had two carpets, and then we're off to the, I want to say the dining room. No, actually, I think it's the kitchen. I'm not gonna say anything because it might not be that. Okay, yeah, we're at the kitchen. So I made it a bit modern, surprisingly, because it doesn't necessarily go with the style of the house that much. But I do really like how it looks in the end. Yeah, I hope you guys will like it as well. Because the counters are pretty modern, but the rest of the house is a bit more suburban and I want to say Victorian, but not exactly. So I don't know if you guys will like it because it's kind of different. But yeah, I think maybe they kind of renovated the kitchen and they didn't renovate the rest of the house because it was pretty expensive, and I don't know. I just thought of that little story, but yeah. And I added these what are they called? I feel like I keep forgetting what I'm saying while I'm talking today because I haven't done a voiceover in a little while, and I'm a bit, well, I'm not really used to it again because I used to do a lot of voiceovers, but since I haven't done one in a little while, I'm a bit mixed up and everything. But yeah, I put this little bird house in the back of the house. And yeah, so I'm just gonna add some kitchen clutter as usual, and I really like how it turned out. I didn't want to add too much, like I mentioned a bit earlier, because I want the house to be clean since both of the parents either work from home or don't work at all. So yeah, I really like the idea of that, and that's pretty much it for the kitchen. You're just gonna see me add clutter. And for the ones that share bedrooms, the biological daughter shares a bedroom. Well, her name is Marianne. She shares a bedroom with one of the foster kids. Her name is. Let me check because I forget. Her name is. Wait a second. Holly. So they both share a bedroom. And then the other girl, her name is Aurora. She has her own bedroom, and I think she's the only one who does. But I wanted someone to have their own bedroom, so I decided to give it to her because why not? And then both of the boys, Jackson and Thomas, share a bedroom, and then the baby still sleeps with the parents. But since not Holly, but Aurora has her own bedroom, I kind of thought that probably the baby was gonna go and sleep with her when she gets older. So that was kind of my idea. Then this is the dining room. So there is 7 chairs and 1 high chair for the baby. But yeah, and you can see me go through the debug menu. I just chose these little thingies. I couldn't really choose another color for some reason. They kept putting it in orange, but I still think it looks pretty cute, and I like the style of them. I also added a couple of them outside, except the one outside are, I believe, red. But yeah, so I really had quite a difficulty to choose the right painting. I remember it pretty nicely. Oh, and I had this idea while I was choosing it. I thought that the parents probably traveled when they were younger, when they didn't have kids, but like I said, they didn't know each other. I probably think that they met each other when they were, I want to say, like 35 or 40, something like that. But when they were younger, like 20 or something like that, they probably traveled together, not together, sorry. They probably traveled not together and got those paintings. One of them probably did. I don't know which one, but yeah, so this is the bathroom. I kind of talked over it. It's very simple. It's a normal bathroom. It only has a bath. I probably thought that they kind of washed the baby when, well, you can't actually wash babies in the game, but when she's going to be a toddler, that's probably where she's going to take a bath. There's another bath upstairs, but I don't know, when the kids probably go and play outside, they're all dirty, that's where they take their bath. But yeah, and then this is the laundry room. It's very basic, but I like the style of it. I kind of thought of it as kind of a mudroom as well. So there's a couple of clutter items. But yeah, it's pretty simple. There's a sink, washer, dryer, basket, laundry basket, and yeah. And I did not test the sink in here. But I did test everything else. Everything works nicely, but it should work. I don't understand why it wouldn't, but yeah. So I'm just adding a couple of things on the wall just to make it look a bit more realistic. And yeah, all of them are from Laundry Day though, so I hope you guys don't mind. But I do think they look very cute. And I added some clothes onto the washer and dryer, and I think that looks pretty realistic, like they just threw their clothes there or something. And yeah, so this is Aurora's bedroom. She has the only one downstairs. I don't know if she likes that because it's kind of creepy, just sleeping downstairs on your own. I don't know, but yeah. So like I said, she's probably a cheerleader or something, or she's in some sort of club in her school. I don't know what, but yeah, I probably think she's in a club or something. And I did make this vanity into a desk with a computer. So I kind of used this trick where you can slice down a desk, and yeah, and it works perfectly, except you cannot use the vanity as a vanity, so like put makeup or anything. So you can take off the desk and the computer and just make it a vanity if you want to. So this is what it looks like. I think it looks pretty nice. The desk is hidden by a clutter basket, but yeah, so I'm just adding a little dresser right here, a mirror, a bit of clutter, and that's pretty much it for her bedroom. And then we're gonna go off to the second floor. I couldn't light up the candles, but yeah, I hope that's fine to you guys. And the girl with the green skin that you can see outside is my playtester. Her name is JJ Lele. I don't know, I invented her and I thought that was pretty funny. Sorry, I laugh at my own jokes for some reason, but whatever. And for the second floor, there is 3 bedrooms, as I mentioned, and 1 bathroom, and that's pretty much it. And the mother's studio is in their bedroom, so probably as her company, I want to say. It's not exactly a company, but as her channel. It's not really a channel. I don't know what she really does exactly, but she's an online yoga instructor. But as that grows, she's probably gonna have her own studio. Maybe she's not even gonna have it at home. Maybe she's gonna create a studio outside of her home. I don't know. That's really up to you guys if you actually end up playing with this family. You can also decide to create a completely different family. Doesn't have to be a foster family. Whatever you want to do. But yeah, so I'm just gonna add an ottoman. I think I'm gonna add a painting on the wall, because I thought it was a bit blank. And yeah, that's pretty much it. They share a computer. I thought Marianne probably bought it because I think she has her own job since she's about to go to college or university or whatever. Um, I think she's paying her tuition because she has been saving. And I had this idea that she probably had an inheritance from her mother when she passed away, because she doesn't have, maybe she didn't pass away, but that was my idea when I thought of this family. But yeah, so this room is for the boys. I made it pretty colorful. I used 2 colors usually, well, not usually, but in this room it's especially blue and orange. So you can change the colors because it's pretty bright, especially for the walls. I don't know if I'd like to sleep in this room. It's very, very bright with the walls and everything, but yeah, I thought that pretty fit their it fit their personality pretty well. And I thought that for her yoga instructor, whatever she does, I thought that she probably was like a mother and baby yoga instructor, so she probably makes online classes where she does yoga with her daughter, which is a baby. So that's why I put the baby bed in the picture, well, in the camera, where the camera can like see. I don't know if you guys understand what I mean, because like I said, I'm a bit mixed up because I have not done that much voiceovers in the past couple of weeks. But yeah, only 33 seconds or something like that till the screenshot. So I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe. And I'm gonna see you guys in the next video. Bye, guys.